My name is Tracey Greene. My pronouns are Tracey and they. If you're going to say she, you'd say Tracey. If you're going to say her, you'd say they. I work for myself right now called GreenePowered LLC. Coming October, I'll be 3 years in the ecosystem. I started off as a junior admin with just knowing what Salesforce was. I quickly moved through to be a junior admin, moved up to an admin, consultant, solution architect. I've been a dev, I've been a BA, I've been a project manager, I've been a Salesforce practice lead, and now I'm working for myself as an independent consultant. The three key challenges for BA work is, first of all, it's really listening between the lines. That's the most important because a lot of times the client doesn't know what they want or need. So it's very challenging as a BA to make sure you're listening for the right thing. And the other thing is making sure that you read it back, right? Do that temperature check, because sometimes you're hearing one thing and they're saying one thing and it's completely different, because a lot of times, your clients don't really know Salesforce like you know Salesforce. So it's really important to make sure that you are the subject matter expert. And the other thing I'd say is knowing when to say no. For change intelligence, I think I'm really excited about it. It's definitely something I talk about all the time. It's something that I include in all my discovery. It's not something that is like an add-on for me, because it's really important, because if you don't understand the risks that are involved in the changes and making sure how to mitigate that, as well as user adoption. User adoption to me is change intelligence, right? How do I get these changes propagated throughout the whole org? It's really important. So I have understanding as far as I know how I use it and how the conversation's happening, but I think it's a really important topic. My key challenges working with clients as a consultant is definitely making sure that we're using the same language. I think that's the first thing up front, is making sure if they have a client, use client. If they say they're a bank and not a credit union, that's really important, because that builds trust right up front. So that's really important. And other key challenges are just, again, setting expectations from the very beginning, right? If you set expectations, then everyone is on the same level. And transparency, letting my clients know how many hours they have, what we're doing in a meeting, where my time is spent, and also what they're getting, what their value is. I was speaking about how to find your voice at Dreamforce. Representation matters, right? Like seeing yourself somewhere matters, whether it's, visually or just what you do for work, or, your story. And that's what it's about. Like the ecosystem is amazing, and just, everyone has a voice. We also have more commonalities than we have differences. And I think that's really important, where I start talking to other people and I realize that I have something to say, and it's not about, am I good enough, right? I think that's the biggest thing. People, am I good enough to have something to say? Everyone has something to share. Everyone has something to share. Definitely being someone who's non-binary and someone who's neurodivergent, I feel that my voice has a place in the ecosystem, and I think that we need to have more diversity. And I think people just get really, really caught up on like, oh, I'm not enough, I don't have anything to say. So it's really about telling everyone has a voice. Fit in where get in where you fit in is basically what I'm trying to talk about.